welcome to Wrestling with Quiche. Ah. I want to talk about the Raw Women's Division. So, this past Monday, as most of us are aware, Naomi's having a little baby Uso, little baby Fatu running around. Congratulations to her and Jimmy. Like I've seen Naomi say before, she wanted to, start her own family. So I'm extremely happy for both of them. You can tell the emotions, right? They showed backstage Jimmy being excited, even them announcing it, he was excited. Naomi, her getting teary-eyed. It was a really wholesome and cute moment. I'm extremely happy for both of them. Although, a part of me, it is bittersweet because watching Naomi grow from where she was, coming in, she's in the Funkadactyl. She had the title before, she had to give it up because she was injured. And now for her to come back with this whole new character that is doing top tier work. For me personally, Naomi kind of became a highlight of Monday Night Raw to me after a while because her character was so funny. She's so entertaining. It's just very chaotic, caution, proceed with caution, very chaotic energy, but it was great. It's one of those things, she definitely kept you on your toes, and it's gonna be missed these next few months or year, however long until she does come back. But again, congratulations to them. I am happy for them. With that being said, we now kind of have a big gap for the Raw Women's Division. Naomi's gone, and then Liv Morgan's gone. And those are two people who, in my opinion, were very big influences in the Raw Women's Division. Now, also, you have, onto the card, we don't have a women's champion on Raw because, Naomi's gone. So I'm really curious now to see how that is going to be handled. Naomi's going to fight Stephanie Vaquer at Clash in Paris. And now, obviously, it's not going to happen anymore. So if I'm being honest, I would love Stephanie to be next in line to hold that belt. I do like Rhea Ripley and Io, don't get me wrong, but I want to see somebody new hold the title because I feel like personally we've just seen Io or Rhea have the title for so long. Or, yeah, we've personally just seen Io and Rhea have the title, just kind of between those two, honestly. And I think now with wrestling especially, I'm at a place where I want to see like new things and new storylines and new feuds. And I think another thing for me, I think one thing that's missing is we need a draft. I feel like a lot of the storylines lately have been kind of redundant at times, and it's just kind of repetitive, and every week kind of at a point can be predictable to me. I feel like sometimes lately I'm kind of calling stuff before it even happens or before it even starts. I can just be like, oh, it's gonna happen, this is happen because of this, and it would be nice to have a draft and we get to see like new things happening. So with that being said, I would love if Stephanie got the belt right now. Even if they decide to, I'm curious if they'll do like a battle royal situation, maybe at Clash in Paris to determine who's champion, or maybe they'll have a triple threat fatal 4-way situation or something. But I would love if Stephanie did get that belt because I do personally want to see Stephanie fight Rhea. I feel like it would be a really good match. And I feel like Io and Stephanie, the times they have gotten in the ring together, it's always been good. And then, you could have Stephanie and Roxanne Perez or Raquel Rodriguez. Another thing I would love to see happen in the Raw Women's Division, can we get Natty? Can we get Natty? If you are not familiar with that, Natalya kind of has this, I guess I'll call it an alter ego, where she is this character named Natty, and it's like she's like the low-key legend, and she is just a complete opposite of Natalya. She is very aggressive, she's very whatever, I don't care, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's basically, if you did watch Triple Mania, she was there wrestling with that character, Natty. And she's been going to other promotions lately and portraying that character as well. And I love it. Again, it's something new, it's something different, it's something fresh, something that we don't really get to see. And Natalia's been wrestling, for a really long time. So I love when people are able to be this long in the game and still come up with things they want to do, still have ideas. It's dope. Especially if it's something great like this, because it's amazing. It's like you have Natalya, who's just like, I'm Natalya, and she's like the dungeon dolls and everything's pink and fluffy and happy. And then you have Natty, who is just like ready to go to war. It's great. It's literally great. I would love, also, she fought Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. I would have loved if Natalya had beat Becky Lynch for that title and then she transformed into Natty. Or we did a storyline where Natalya gets like an underdog situation going up against Becky. Because, Becky right now, she's very like bully mentality. Get out of my ring and da-da-da. She's just like, like she is taking it. But even with that, if we got some kind of storyline where it's like she's just being a menace to Natalya and she forces Natalya to turn to Natty because she's just fed up. Kind of like with Finn Balor when he turns into Demon Finn Balor. Like, it's like, okay, I have to pull out the big guns right now. I would have loved that. And then, if we could also transform that with Maxine, I would have loved if we could turn Natalya into Natty, and then Natty is also transforming Maxine into being more aggressive and more dominant. Because I would love to see how Maxine is in that type of role, honestly. And not to say like right now she's not to say right now she's boring or anything. I just feel like her character at times feels very like generic to me, if that's the right word to say. It's very like, oh, I'm the underdog and, I have a good story and, buy into this type of thing. And no shade towards her at all. I think she's definitely grown more character and wrestling for sure. But I would love to see the dynamic of that if like we just got a whole different character changes and things just got really chaotic with Natalya right now. And I feel like it would fill that space of Liv Morgan and Naomi being gone as well. But anyways, I'm hoping Stephanie, or even like, I don't see it happening, but Roxanne Perez, I wouldn't be against Roxanne Perez holding the belt right now. I just think I'm kind of done with Io and Rhea right now. I just want to see something new. And I love Io and Rhea so much. Or even Asuka. Asuka would be greatest champion. I don't know. There's so many ways you can go with this. But I would love Stephanie nonetheless. I would really love if it was Stephanie. But that is the end of my rant. But aside from me yapping, I'm so proud of the women's division, like, overall. They've come so far, from watching wrestling back in the day to, like, having, like, bra and panty matches or mud wrestling or getting their matches even cut, not having enough time to finish a match and just all the obstacles they face to now see them just, be the center of attention, main event, have top-tier pay-per-views like Evolution. I'm really proud of them, and I think we are in a great time for women's wrestling. I think moving forward in the future, it's just going to go up from here because they're definitely setting the bar right now, in my opinion. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.